Thank God I've got my country home in the hills of Ohio.
Hey guys, I am doing more cleanup here on the homestead, and man, I feel like I've gotten a lot done, but the more I get done, the more I feel like I've got to do. But I wanted to do a little walk around with you and show you what I've done so far. For those of you that have been watching my videos for a while, you'll see more of what I've done. I've moved the rabbits. I have knocked down my front porch. I've got it all cut up and on the burn pile, ready to be lit. I have cleaned up. I have taken wood that was old that needed to be burned and burn it, and there's still a lot more to do. But I just thought I'd do a little walk around with you and show you what all I've done and what all I have left to do. So let's go ahead and take a look. Okay, for those of you who have been watching my videos for a while, you know that right there where that bare dirt spot is, well, right on the edge of it was where my rabbits were. I have temporarily moved them over to the old chicken run. Or the new chicken run, I'm sorry. They are temporarily there until I get my building built, which will be right here. This is going to be my new chicken house slash rabbit hutch slash whatever else I need building. Mini barn, basically. And this right here is a bunch of junk that's going to be thrown out. There's a big pile of chicken wire that is going to be thrown out. I am not going to be reusing this. Ever since I started using chicken wire, it has been a pain in my hind end, and I will use some other source of fencing other than chicken wire. I've got some rabbit manure there that I'm going to be putting in a bucket and using this coming growing season. This is my burn pile. That is my front porch. I plan on building a new front porch. This one was just getting old and crackly and dangerous, and to be honest with you, I did not like my daughter on it, and we used that every day. So I just tore it down, and this will be my fifth bonfire this week. And I didn't realize how much crap I have accumulated over the winter time, but my goodness gracious. I absolutely am astounded by just how much I needed to do here. It seems like the more I did, the more I realized I needed to do. The chicken house right there, that one's coming down as soon as I get my new one up. That has been good to me. It's served its purpose, but it's starting to fall apart, and I can repair it, but I'd rather just build a new one. The burning barrel's going, all that's going to be junked. I've got to rake up all this trash. I live right next to a state route highway, literally right in my front yard. And so some of this trash is mine, don't let me fool you, but some of it gets thrown out, then the wind kicks up and it piles up. Somehow or another it gets across that ditch and then ends up over here against the hillside. So I have to go through there every so often and rake all that trash out, and it is what it is. There's nothing I can do about it. People's going to do what they want to do, so I can't. I can complain about it all I want, but just got to get out and do something. Clean it up, I guess. But let's walk down here and I'll show you where my front porch used to sit. Well, this is where my front porch used to sit, obviously. I just got some steps up to it right now. I plan on building a new front porch. Actually, my dad is coming over later today. He's going to help me measure, help me get a materials list so I can know how much I'm looking at and start planning. The air conditioner is going to be moved to the other side of the trailer. And yes, I use an air conditioner because for those of you who do not live in a mobile home, you do not understand how much of an oven these things are. and I don't care if it's 70 degrees outside. If the sun's shining, it's hot in there, and I'm talking horribly hot. So yes, I use an air conditioner. I actually have two, one there and one there. That one is only on when I'm sleeping, if I absolutely need it. Once the sun goes down, it gets a little bit better, but that's only if I absolutely need it. But that's going to be moved to the other side of the trailer, and my trailer is going to be washed down. I did a video on that last year of how I wash my trailer down, just with bleach and whatever, bleach and a bug sprayer, and that's pretty much it, man. That works fantastic. But anyway, I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be building a new front porch with a roof, and it's going to be a lot better. It's going to be hopefully 6 or 12 by 6 is what I'm really hoping to, just depending on how much it costs and all that good stuff. I'm going to be putting in not so much a flower bed. I guess it would be technically a flower bed, but it's going to go all the way down and go to the edge of my porch, and I'm just going to have some shrubs in there, just to, you know, give the outward appearance of my trailer, just make it look a little bit better. I mean, it's a homestead, it doesn't have to look fancy, but just to make it look better for me. But that's pretty much it. I'm really getting excited because things are starting to happen. I've been working my hind end off trying to get all this stuff done. It's not bad for a one-man show. I've got a lot done, and I've got a lot more to do, but it will get done. Well guys, that was my little walk around video with you. I hope it wasn't too boring. You know, a lot of people ask me, what's your channel about? Is it you teaching people how to live a country life? And my channel's not about teaching people anything. It's just Wayne's country living. It's how Wayne lives a country life. It's how Wayne lives his life. And so I take you through from day to day on things that I'm doing. And I had this past week, and the next couple weeks is going to be cleanup. I have accumulated a lot of stuff, and if I think it's interesting, I'll record it. I don't want to get repetitive, and I don't want to put out a video just for the sake of putting out a video. I don't want to bore you guys with that, but you know, if I think it's interesting, I'll record it and bring you guys along. But this is my life right now, is a lot of cleanup, but I'm getting excited because I have a lot of plans coming up in the spring, a lot of stuff that I've been wanting to do. I'm going to be doing some fishing here soon. This week, winter finally decided to hit. I mean, it's 35 degrees out right now. It's going to be in the 40s all next week, but then it's supposed to get up into the 50s and 60s after that. And I think it's supposed to stay there. So that's going to be good fishing weather. Of course, I'm going to go out with Jane All eventually, as soon as I can. But I'm getting the fishing itch. But I also have a lot of work to do here. But one thing I have to do too is I got to get my garden tilled up, because I want to till it up as soon as possible. But I've got to either rebuild or replace the carburetor on my tiller. Now, I don't know how to do that, but I'll figure it out. I'll do a lot of YouTube watching, I imagine, on how to figure that out. Now, on a previous video, I did convert it to propane, or I didn't convert it. I got it started with propane, which makes me believe that it is the carburetor. The problem with converting it completely, if you don't do it correctly, the conversion kits are kind of expensive. If you don't do it correctly, you can overheat the motor. I'd rather not mess with it. To be honest with you, it'd be hard to mount the cylinder on the tiller, and there's a lot of rocking back and forth, which would get that liquid surging. So I think I'm just going to stick to it with gasoline and either rebuild or replace the carburetor. But that's going to be another video, is when I get my garden tilled up and planted, and I'm going to do things a little bit differently this year. But it's going to be fun. So stick around. Don't forget about my 2,000 subscriber giveaway. I'll leave a link down in the description below. That's still open. And I think that's pretty much it. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll talk to you next time.